Hi guys, this is Orville Walcott. I want to talk to you today about personal development, what it means to actually feed your mind to make sure that you believe you can actually go and to achieve all the goals that you want in life. Now, I'm going to tell you a brief story. Before I do tell you this story, I want you to click on the link below here and actually watch a video which goes into more detail about the Empower Network blogging system and how you can actually make money online. But I've had quite a long day today because, as you know, I teach during the day in a school, and I'm actually very tired. And I came home today and I was feeling very exhausted. Late evening yesterday, and I thought to myself, you know what, I don't really want to do any work for my online business. You know, I'm very tired. Let me just have a meal and go straight to bed. But then I realised that after reading a number of books, what's on personal development, such as this book by Stephen Covey, it's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. When you do this, you then start developing the mindset of people who begin to succeed in life. And you realise that actually, when you set goals, which I've set goals for this week, this month, this year, you realise you've got the strength to achieve those goals, irregardless of how you feel. So, first of all, I don't know if you can see it's because the light here is shining on the board, but I've written here personal development, and this is something I'm really passionate about because it's all about growing your mind and growing your inner belief that you can achieve anything you want. That's what personal development is. It's developing your mind to understand that you can achieve anything you put your mind to, no matter what that goal is. And I mentioned here a number of books that Empower Network, Dave Wood, Empower Network says, you know, we should read in order to build our business and be successful in life. One of them is Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, this book is profound. There's so much wisdom in it. But what I've done is I've narrowed down about 4 of the principles that, when reading again this evening, I just thought I had to share with you. You know, in order to help you actually not just build a business online, but if it's an online business, if it's an offline business. I mean, I also coach basketball as well. You know, it works in any arena of life. So let me just take you quickly through it. The first area here is it talks about the power to act in spite of how you feel. The power to act in spite of how you feel. Now, let me tell you a story of one person I know and love. He was born in a very poor area of the West Midlands. That's the middle part of England. And his friends around him believed that he could never ever make much of his life. And for a long, long time, he believed them. And he wasn't aware he believed them. He just thought, well, if the friends and family around me haven't achieved, then that's just the way life is. And so he then started a business, and his first business failed. And he thought, well, the business has failed because I'm no good. He then began really challenging himself and really going through what's in this book. And then realised, actually, it was his own limiting belief which caused him, for example, if he's going to present to clients, to sort of freezing up and clamming up. All these things he did, which lost him his business, wasn't because of lack of skill, but it was because of lack of personal power. He'd been believing the lies that he'd allowed himself to believe for years. I'll say that again. He had chosen to believe the limiting lies that his friends around him had said. Conversely, he got it right and is now a multiple 6-figure income earner. Now, why do I say that? There are many, 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 many people like that. And again, if you click on the link below, you'll watch the video, you'll see of people who are doing well, doing really well, building businesses online, who either were homeless or had failed before. So this is another powerful principle which, when I read this, it blew my mind. And then actually meeting people that experience this, past failures do not mean you're going to be a failure in the future. So again, past failures do not mean you're going to be a failure in the future. If you're watching this and you want to learn to build a business online, there are many people in our team at Empower Network who are now 6- or 7-figure income earners who tried this before and failed. But they failed because they didn't get the correct training. Again, if you click the link below, then you'll get access to that training. The second powerful principle, these things really get me excited. Even though I'm very, very tired, this is me very, very tired. But the second one is called the circle of influence, the circle of control. Again, I give complete credit to Stephen Covey in his book for talking about this. What is the circle of influence, the circle of control? Well, what Stephen Covey points out is that when it comes to succeeding at something, most people tend to think in their minds about things that influence them, but over which they have no control. So let me give an example. Let's just take, for example, say you're a student studying, Something which is going to really influence you or impact you is going to be the date of the exam, the time of the exam, the questions in the exam. If you're in business, it's going to be the people that you need to speak to. It's going to be if there's any rejection. There's certain things you cannot change, certain things which are part of life and you cannot change them. Now, what he explains is that most people, and they do this only because their mind has been trained, they then believe and begin to focus on these negatives and begin to expand them more and more and more. They believe, therefore, because there are these obstacles, they can't do it. Perhaps they look over their shoulder at the past and believe because it hasn't happened before, it's never going to happen. And what happens is the doubt, the fear becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to the point whereby it feels like you're being throttled by this feeling that you can't do it. And therefore, most people don't try. What Stephen Covey says is the purpose is to focus on the circle of control. That is, things which impact your life, but over which you've got complete control. And again, Dave Wood had this amazing video. If you click on the link below here and enter your email details, you'll see this remarkable video that really shows how we use this when it comes to making money online. Because here's the reality, folks. Here's the reality. All of these powerful principles, they mean absolutely nothing if you're not going to implement it in your life. All they are is just fancy ideas. Their power, it comes alive when you're actually going to implement it in your life in a very, very, very precise way. And therefore, yes, I'm about making money online, but also I'm about empowering people with powerful principles. But again, principles mean nothing unless you apply them. I think of members of my family, my mom, my dad, one of the members of my family, one of the key things they always used to say was application, application, application. These powerful principles work if you have a clear goal in mind to apply them to. So it works if you're wanting to make money online, it works if you're in an offline business, it works for academics, it certainly works in sport, as I'm very sporty myself, they just work. So the circle of influence, what it's saying is whenever there's something you've got to achieve, yes, you can feel pressure about whether you're going to achieve it, but you want to focus on the areas that you can control. For example, when it comes to business, can you make money online? Yes. How? Increase your skill. Learn, for example, how to blog correctly. Learn how to distribute your blogs correctly. Learn different simple ways of generating traffic to your blog. Learn a system that is proven and learn these systems in a way whereby a lot of the problems are eliminated by you don't have to sell. Now, if that sounds too good to be true, click on the link below and you'll watch the video as it clearly explains it. But let's get back to the principles. The penultimate principle I want to share with you is what it talks about is sharpening the saw. What does that mean is this? Well, Jim Rohn, who is a father of personal development, Jim Rohn said this: oftentimes in life, when it comes to doing better at something, it isn't a question of whether something is right or wrong, it's a question of something is okay or better. Not a question of right or wrong, but okay or better. And what sharpen the saw means, it means look at the processes that you're using in your business and ask yourself, honestly, are you getting the results that you want? Are you getting the results that you want? So take, for example, when it comes to making money online, there are a number of ways you can do it, all of which, I teach you as part of my Empower Network team when you click on the link below. Those can range from blogging, they can range to video, they can range to what's called the pay-per-click advertising. And the whole method of range you can use to actually drive traffic to your website and make money online, whatever it is you're selling. However, and this is the reality, if you're already watching this, you've already got an online business, if you're not getting the results that you want, well, it's because you're doing something wrong. Because making money online works, and it's very straightforward once you know what you're doing. So if you're not getting the results that you want, it's because you're not sharpening the saw. It's probably that your blog is not getting traffic. That's number one offender. And if you're not getting traffic, believe me on this, it doesn't matter how good the content is, unless you're getting traffic from multiple sources, then no one's going to see it, you'll get no traffic, you'll make no sales, and you will quit. And then go and tell all your family and friends that these things don't work. Do your email responders work? There's a correct way to send emails out to people in a way that makes them want to click rather than press the delete button. So again, when it comes to even email training, again, that's something we do at Empower Network. We show you the correct way to build your list, how to, when you call it email subscribers the right way rather than the wrong way to send emails, how to have titles that are really attractive, that make people and get them curious, wanting to click on it rather than press the delete button. Most people, for example, they either have no traffic going to their blogs, therefore their online businesses fail, or if they do, their autoresponders are terrible. Now, if it's terrible and therefore getting no sales, in a way it's not your fault because you haven't been shown how. Part of Empower Network's brilliant training is it shows you precisely how to do it. And this is the amazing thing. It shows you from people who are making big money right now, and it shows you how it works. That's very important, rather than just people just giving you their theories. So sharpening the saw means that looking at simple business processes, often little tweaks that you can make that make a massive difference in your business. I'll say it again, little tweaks, some of them can take as short as 5 minutes, that make a massive change in your business. And again, these principles apply to anything you're doing in life. The last principle I want, I could spend an hour on each one of these, but I won't, is what I call the internal monologue. That means what's going on inside your mind most of the day. You know, I was watching a film starring Will Smith a few months ago called After Earth. And Will Smith is very much into personal development. And there's a lot of amazing things Will Smith says. You've got some amazing stuff online. But one of the things Will Smith says to his son in his film After Earth, whereby him and his son go to another planet. And it discovers that they find out this planet is actually planet Earth, and this planet is inhabited by strange, terrifying creatures and so forth. And Will Smith is injured, and his son has got to go out into this sort of terrifying world of these strange creatures to bring his dad back some medicine to get him better. And there's something Will Smith says to his son which really grabbed me in the film. And he said to his son that he's trying to coach his son through the fears he has, the uncertainties about all the other animals. And he says to his son, everyone has an internal monologue. That is, if we're really honest, what most of the time is going on in our mind and in our hearts. Will I achieve? Can I achieve my goals? You know, I know that I'm on this earth for a reason. I know I'm on this earth for a reason, but can I really, really accomplish my goals? Can I really bring the things which are in my mind, in my heart, can I really bring them tangibly into reality? And oftentimes there can be a big question mark over that. And sometimes you can have people doubting you and telling you can't achieve that. Well, one of the many reasons why I just love being part of Empower Network is when you hear enough stories, and again, you can watch that when you click on the video below. When you watch, click on the link below, you leave your email. When you hear stories and see real people accomplishing, achieving the things you want, after hearing maybe a few of them, then you've really got two choices to make. Either A, believe they're lying and making it all up, or B, to believe, you know what? There's something there. There's something there. And whatever it is you want to achieve, you know, money is such an integral part of life, but not just money. Like I said, about personal development and really having that high level of self-esteem, not arrogance or pride, but self-esteem and confidence to actually make sure that you really believe that you can actually accomplish something. So I'm making this video here. One of my neighbours is just walking past and just waving to me. So even though it's a very serious video, I don't take things too seriously. So one of my neighbours just making faces. But what I'm saying though is personal development, it's that deep down confidence that you have in yourself. And you know, the more you read, the more you engage around people who are successful, and the more you see that what they do, you can do, then you start to know that you can make it. And then, as always happens, the results start to follow, and the results get bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is Orville Walcott. Really good talking to you. Again, please click on the link below and leave your details and watch the video, and then you can actually find out what's so special about Empower Network and the training we give. My last point, like I'm making, that all these points about when it comes to the power to act in spite of how you feel, the circle of influence, the circle of control that Stephen Covey talks about in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, sharpening the saw and actually making sure your internal monologue is positive, all these things mean nothing, absolutely nothing, if you're not going to take action. You've got to make a decision right now to take action, to believe that you can do it and that you deserve it. You know, there's an amazing man, his name's Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic is born with a rare condition. He has no arms and no legs. He has no limbs. A rare condition. Now, you might think when hearing that he must be very, very sad or negative. Not at all. The most positive person you can meet. and he's written a book called Unstoppable. This book is called Unstoppable. In this book, he makes this point. He says, you've got to run towards your goals, even when it appears there's no way you can achieve it. Run towards your goals, even when it appears there's no way you can achieve it. And I guarantee you this, if you click on the link below, if you're looking to make money online, to really make a difference, if you click on the link below, and if you're serious about making a difference, making money online, being a success, I guarantee you, you are going to see a system which is going to change your life and really, really shock you. So click the link below. Again, I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to do more videos because, again, I love helping people achieve their goals. There's more to come from me. So have a very good evening. I'm now going to do some more work and then, feel revved up. So, Oliver Walcott, look forward to seeing you when you click the link below. Look forward to speaking to you as well and helping you actually make the goals that you want to achieve. Bye-bye.